Oh, we got to pause that. All right, let me take off. What is going on, folks? I was getting a little sleepy with the music. Got to kick it up a notch there. Let me take off the slide. What is happening, folks? Happy Sunday. It is me, this face on a Sunday. I'm so excited to do the Sunday Horizon. Um, haven't done this in a little while. Been busy. Obviously, we are in the fourth quarter. Welcome, guys. I am Roy. This is my channel, Horizon Picks. Uh, Good morning. Happy Horizon. Hope you have a nice horizon. Hey, it's a beautiful one here today. Sunny. And these are my picks, right? So we'll be showing some merch and some new stuff that I picked up to share with you guys. I am a full-time reseller. This is my job. I specialize in eBay. I do sell on YouTube. I sell privately. I do the occasional whatnot, although I've kind of been on hiatus with that, honestly. And I like to do this from time to time. I was trying to do this every other week. Just been too busy and the weekends with the fourth quarter sourcing and finding cool stuff. But happy to be on today. So for those of you in the chat, if you're watching, you're like, what is a Sunday here? This is just a brunch. I have a coffee. I highlight some of the new stuff that I get. Obviously, I interact with the chat. Um, Being a full-time seller, I do like to share from time to time the types of things that I pick up. Why did I get it? Sometimes I show what sold if people are interested in that, to give you some insight into kind of like what I do, whether it's comic books, graphic tees, toys, collectibles, uh, pet related items. But that's why there's a little cat, a little kitty cat emoji. It's Sunday. This is just me doing my thing. This is not a sale. So if anybody's coming hoping to pick up some comics, please join me. I do a sale. I might do one tomorrow night. Usually the Mondays with Collecting Chaos. We'll see. He wasn't feeling well. He actually I was solo on Friday. Usually I do the Friday sale with Chaos and I. Hopefully, Collecting Chaos, hopefully you're feeling better and we can do something perhaps tomorrow. I am actually going to be on this week. I will be over on this channel. So check out Better Raid Jim Auction Comics. Obviously, this is an older slide. So that is this coming Tuesday, 8:30. Been having some fun over there. It's fun to not host. It's fun to go over there and sling some books and have some fun and wait my turn instead of kind of being at the com. But I do like to host it as well. But Better Jim, awesome host. Go check that out. Come and even if you just want to come to support this face, would appreciate that. That is he's Better Jim. If you want the link, let me know. I'll throw it in the chat. But yeah, that's been some fun. Say hello to some people that have joined us, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. Saw her first in the chat. That was Jen. What's up, Jen's Multiverse? Hello. Featured a shirt. I don't know if you caught that on Friday. Not today, Satan. I was wearing that shirt. So what's going on, Jen? That was awesome. It's great when I pick up shirts from fellow resellers and they fit. And I was like, nice. So appreciate that for sure. What is going on, Apple? Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you have a restful day for sure. Everybody chilling. I know the United States World Cup, womp womp. That at least all that buzz is like gone. Very disappointing to say the least. But again, that's the World Cup, man. That is football for you. We call it soccer. But Sunday today is actual football, American football, which I do enjoy as well. But I was watching the soccer. I like, I like athletic stuff. I watch it. The players, some of those guys are just fantastic and amazing athletes. What is going on, Miss So? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. What's up, Wolf? Good to see you, man. Happy Sunday to you. Wolf Blitz is part of the comic book crew, comic book community out there. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having an awesome weekend for sure. Yeah, what's up, Jocelyn? I saw Jocelyn was hanging out last night. Good to see you. She was hanging out on Better Ray Jim. Does a Saturday night show as well. She was hanging out. I had that on last night as I was going through the stuff that I picked up yesterday. I did go to a local comic convention at a community college by where I live, and I'm going to showcase some of the some of the little goodies that I picked up there. So I'll have some fun with that. What is going on? Interesting. Good to see you, Big O. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. Uh, nice to see you. Don't know if I've seen you before. Hello, welcome. But the Dave Stevens. It still exists. Yeah, the Dave Stevens goodness. I had a Sheena. Sheena Queen of the Jungle by Dave Stevens in 3D. Big O, if you're interested in that, if you're on Instagram, you can certainly send me a message if you're interested. I have some other, I aim to please with comic buyers and artists and people that share that kind of stuff. So, um, absolutely. So, yeah. What do you guys want to see? I want to just I'll show a couple shirts real quick. I want to show a couple shirts real quick. I'm going to show some comics. Oh, that's cool. Appreciate that. Um, show a couple shirts and just stuff that I picked up in the last like week or so. And you guys may get a kick out of it. Some of them are fun and just stuff where I'm like, wow. And again, if you're somebody who sells, you may find this out in the wild, and depending on what you could get it for, you could certainly pick it up. What's up, Diecast? Good to see you, man. But let me show you a couple. Let me show you something. Let me show you some shirts. This one I've shown it a couple times on the sales, but we'll say happy holidays, everybody. And this was one that I've shown on a couple sales, but just I'm a huge South Park. The Christmas Pooh episode is fantastic, but this is a licensed South Park double XL and True Meaning of Christmas is presents. And it's really, really nice quality on this. So this is one of those where I was like, yeah, all day. I'm gonna show this. If it doesn't sell, I love it. It'll be a keeper. But I hope it sells. I think somebody will like some South Park goodness. So speaking of kind of cartoons and stuff, I found this one. I went 2 weeks ago. I went to a downtown. They had a large indoor garage sale. And I picked up some items, and the lady was like, "Do you like T-shirts?" And I was like, "Sure." And she threw this at me, and I was like, "Wow." She's like, and she said, "$1," and I was like, "Sold." So here we go. She threw this at me, and this one's probably a keeper. I'll offer it to sell, but it's Silver Age Captain America from issue 100, kind of Silver Age cap. It's a double XL licensed Marvel. So, why, yes, ma'am, thank you. That was awesome. She threw that my way. This was one again. I was really into Dungeons and Dragons when I was a little kid. If you guys ever watched Stranger Things, it's like kids on the bike with their D&D books. Like I always say, I was that kid with the bowl cut on the bike with the D&D books. But yeah, total nerding as a little kid. But this one, I just love for obvious reasons. So if anybody has ever played Dungeons and Dragons, this is the die set. So just a fun nerding kind of D&D shirt. So picked this one up recently. It's a little bit on the it's a large, a little bit on the smaller side. I wish this was something that would fit me. I would totally probably wear this. I love it. So that was just very fun. What's up, Gravity Goods, Cameron? Good to see you, man. So I don't know if I've shown this one yet, but a friend of mine did see this. She laughed. I think you'll laugh. Sometimes I just see certain shirts and I'm like, man, that is so it's so clever that it's awesome. And it's one of those shirts where you look at it and you go, eh. So this one, there you go. It's the simplicity. It's just great. Whoever did this, bravo. I think it's so fun. As a creative, as an artist and graphic, I mean, it's just great. You know, whoever did it. So again, if you get it, I love that it's even off center. Like, it's just so cool. But again, it might different strokes for different folks. But this is the type of stuff where I'm like, I think it's so great. If you're into fishing, if you love like puns, if I just think it's so fun. So, and what's awesome too is it's in that like Gatorade color as well. So it's kind of a sporty shirt, but also could be a Puma color as well, which I think is just so funny. Anyway, that was another one. All right, so I found I found a couple found a couple awesome rock shirts. So you guys know I'm a big hard rock, obviously my intro. Gone gone to a lot of concerts. Uh but I love finding t-shirts, rock shirts, band shirts. It's part of the graphic tees and the type of stuff I sell. But so this one was just really interesting. So this one I saw, and this all right, yeah. So this one I bought because I saw the front and I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. It's this Rock Allegiance tour in Chester, PA, which is by where I live, not too far from where I live. All right. But what is so awesome was the lineup. I couldn't believe the lineup of bands that were at this. It was a pretty awesome show. And again, just kind of this I got in a pile of graphic tees from one seller, and this was just kind of thrown in there. Maybe they went to the concert and bought this, but very cool shirt. I love the graphics. I love the bands. I think it's really cool. But this one takes the cake. So, so this one I like on several reasons even more. First of all, I like the graphics. So this is the Louder Than Life tour with the kind of metal sugar skull, which I love it. Louisville, Kentucky. Never really heard of this. But what I love about this is look at the lineup of this. And this was where I was like, damn. Stone Temple Pilots with Chester Benningfield, Limp Bizkit, Korn, Judas Priest. But my favorite is right there. Bring Me the Horizon is right in the middle. I don't know that band. It makes me laugh. But this is the type of stuff where I'm just like, hell yeah, I think it's so great. So there you go. And on that, when I saw this, I did see the top, and I looked right down, and I saw "Bring Me the Horizon." I was like, "Whoop! I'm gonna buy that." I just think it's so funny. Love this graphic. It is actually a little small for me, unfortunately, but I love it. So this is the type of stuff when I'm out picking. When I find stuff like that, I'm like, hell yeah, that's really awesome. So couple more shirts. This one's not a rock shirt, but when you see it, you'll know why I bought it. So this I got off of a fellow seller on Instagram. Very awesome, awesome shirt. This could be a keeper. This is a full-on amazing tie-dye with the print, and it's just this fantastic triple lions with the Rasta. He's even got a crown on his head. I mean, it's just sick, sick. I love it. I mean, it's really awesome, awesome shirt. Hey man, you want to go to a reggae fest? Here you go, man. Wear this. You know, it's an awesome shirt. It's also, I think, a double or triple XL. Could be a wearer. I love it. If anyone's interested in this shirt, hit me up on Instagram. It's not going to go cheap, but it's fantastic. So this is the type of stuff. You're out in the wild and you catch a tie-dye, that's one thing. But man, you see graphics like this. Yeah, it's a like I say, guys, I know it's Sunday, but I'll say it. My catchphrase, that's a dope ass shirt, bro. Right there. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Not everyone's taste, but a lot of people's taste for sure. I'm going to show you two more rock shirts that I picked up. These are already on eBay because I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. So this first one, if you see this band, I always pick it up. Some of the shirts for this band are really expensive, and when I saw this, I was like, "Wow! I hope it's an older." Had a little bit more to it, but it didn't. But it still has some value. So the band is Lamb of God, heavy metal hard rock band, but they're really known for these like really fantastic graphics on their shirts. Um, and almost always, right, have a skull. This one has like the double skull with the kind of dream catcher vibe going on. Pretty awesome graphics to this, and it's pretty crispy. There's not a lot of cracking on it. Fantastic stuff. They have a pretty big following. Lamb of God, check it out. Happy Sunday. um, but if you find this out in the wild, certainly pick it up. You can always do your comps on the Bay. But pick this one up. Awesome shirt. It's already in my eBay store. So there's that one. And then this one I was like really, really surprised. I've never found this band at a pick at like a thrift store, or just I've always gotten these either on Whatnot or from other resellers. But I was so stoked to find this one. So this is this Legacy of the Beast tour, which I think was in 2019. They did tour for quite a while. So this is just a basic Iron Maiden, just with the one side, but I actually couldn't find this exact shirt on the Bay, and usually that's a good thing. So was excited. People love Iron Maiden. People love Eddie Maiden. People love Iron Maiden shirts. So it's like I've always sold them. Eventually somebody will pick this up. Again, it's already in my eBay store. This one is also a sublimated print, which is really cool. Guys, if you're out there and you're ever thinking of like buying or selling shirts, there's basically two kinds. There's a dye sublimated print, which is kind of like merged into the cotton, if you will. So it has a soft feel to it, but it's still crisp. But then you have a regular transfer, which is kind of like throwing the paint right on top. And that's when I say, ooh, it's crispy. That means it's not cracked yet from washing and drying in the washer dryer. So just a little bit of terminology there. So some of the dye sublimated stuff can get very expensive because you can print, like do an all over print on a shirt, stuff like that. So very, very cool. Let me just hang these back up real quick. But those are some of the shirts. Actually, I'll just set these over here. Put these back over here. So some fun shirts there, guys. Hope you enjoy seeing some of that stuff. And again, I don't know about you, I have a little bit of a photographic memory, so I like to see when people share stuff. I kind of can remember it in my memory bank, and sometimes I'll be like, that looks like this, and then I'll go and do my comps on my phone if I see something that I think looks similar. Hey, there he is. What's going on? What's going on, man? Yeah, hope you're feeling better. Maybe your ears were burning. I was talking about you weren't feeling well on Friday. Hope you're doing better, Chaos. I mentioned maybe doing something tomorrow night. So, um, snowing in Oregon, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, love me some Oregon, Colorado. Love that weather. Love those states. Hey, what's going on? Gettysburg Rich, man. Good to see you. Hello. What is going on? Oh, all right. He's feeling better. That's awesome. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, good to see you, Rich. I've had some goods going out to your doorstep. Hope you're enjoying some of the stuff you've picked up. I did actually find a couple more Godzilla items, Rich. So stay tuned. I do have one that I can't show it today. I can't show it during this live. But maybe this week. I have a pretty awesome Godzilla item that I wanted to. I know you're really into that, so um, that I was like, oh, I forgot about this one, and I'll show it to you. Just to give you a teaser, it is a large Godzilla display item. That's all I can really say. Uh, Unique, but I know you are into that kind of stuff. So, all right, guys. So, what do you guys want to see next? A little bit of toys, or comics? Toys or comics? Toy. Oh, hey, what's going on, Lindsay? Good to see you. Hello. Oh, I'll join you. There you go. Well, this this stream brought to you by Jack Skellington. There you go. He's chilling. What's going on? Yeah, good to see you, Lindsay. Hope you're having a great weekend. Absolutely. This was a very weird week. It ended up really good, but it was really weird. I ended up having my tire blew on my car this week again, and I had that fixed around Halloween. I was pissed, but it happened. So I was kind of dealing with that, and then just kind of had a couple things cancel on me, and then I was like, man, I got to get this together. And every week's different, with certainly with YouTube, that's for sure. But strikes and gutters, man. You got to roll with it. You got to keep it going. The eBay is going very well. I can actually share some eBay solds and some other things if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, with my eBay store and whatnot. I wish it would just. I wish it was just Roy had five. Hey, that's awesome. 5 boxes hand delivered. That's awesome. Good for you. Work out a payment plan. Yeah, and again, the item in question, it is bulky, but Rich is fairly local to where I live, so it's doable. That's all I'm gonna really say. All right, you want to see some toys? I do have some fun toys here, that I picked up. I did go to the Comic Con yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. It was a local community college. I live in the Lehigh Valley of Pennsylvania, so it was Lehigh Valley Comic Con. Hey, if anybody's no, not that anybody from there is going to see me, but man, if anybody watches that was involved, small world, who knows? But man, they put on a really good Comic Con. I was really impressed. It wasn't the best weather, so I don't know if the turnout was happening. We also had the United States World Cup game was on uh, while the convention started or whatever. So um, it was good being a guest, good being somebody that wasn't selling. But I walked around. I did pick up a lot of comic books, some of which I can show, but I don't have to. I'm going to certainly sell or present some of those this week. But I picked up some toys. So Some of the toys that I got are fun, and I'll just show you a couple real quick. So this was one that I grabbed. Uh, couldn't not get him. He is from How to Train Your Dragon, right? And I did look him up. His name is Hook Fang. Hook Fang. Uh, and he's just a build a bear from How to Train Your Dragon. Now, the reason I normally wouldn't pick him up, I picked him up because I actually have Toothless. I have the main, like the black uh, dragon from the movie. I have him. I think I'm going to pair them together. They make a nice pair together. So I'll sell them as a pair and hopefully garner a little bit more money out of it. So he's amazing. He's got little flappy wings, cool tail. He's in great shape. I got a whole bunch of stuff off of one guy. My buddy was buying some comics, and I was like, what about this? He just had some random plush. So I picked him up, was stoked to get him. Comps are good. I looked those up afterwards, but yeah, even if I sold them by himself, maybe like 20 to 25 bucks I could probably get for him. But I'm going to probably pair him with Toothless. Um, so this was the other really, really nice pickup. So I was really stoked. Um, People in the chat, you know who he is. If you're not familiar, that's fine. But he's a classic. He is the large size, and this is the one and only Alf, right? Alien life form. This is the 1980s. This is a 1980s sitcom, right? With Alf. And this is actually the talking version of Alf. So you would, but the guy was like, I already grabbed that. I grabbed him, and then I was like, how much for Alf? Uh, and I wasn't sure because there's different versions of him. And so he handed them to me. I look, and you could see. I mean, it's hard. It's probably not gonna. Yeah, you can see it says Alf right there, 1986, right? Yeah, 1986 on it. So I was like, hell yeah. And so he said $5. Hell, he wasn't leaving my hand at that point. So um, even non-working condition on the bay, and I might even be, I don't think, I'll have to play around. I might have to look at his voice box. If I could get his voice box to work, 100 maybe. As he sits, I'm gonna easily ask 50 for him. So yeah, and that is the type of picks that I like, right? 90% margins work. So yeah, Alf. If you see him out in the wild, you'd squeeze his chest, and if he's like says, "Oh, where's the cat?" You buy him. Again, depending on whatever, if you're a reseller, but he's also in amazing shape. There's no like scuffs or weird marks on him or anything like that. So a lot of times people cut the tag off. So all that stuff matters. So he's awesome. If anyone's interested in the Alf, let me know. Obviously I do a lot of sales guys, so he's awesome. And obviously deals off of eBay are always cheaper, always, for me. So let you guys know that. Yeah. I do use the bay, but it is not my only thing. So besides that, the same guy now, I went and I looked up and I was like, whoa, how much is this guy? So he was hanging out way at the top. He had some boxes piled up like behind his display. I was like, how much was it? And then he was like, oh, those minions, I hate those. And I'm like, Bing. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. So this guy, and I love his hair. I just thought his hair was really cool. And he looks like he's probably one of those that you won in like the Crane, either the Crane or like Dave and Buster's. He's got the little hanging string. And he's just this large evil minion, right? Despicable Me minions. So he comps pretty good. No tag on him, but yeah, Despicable Me 2. Comps on him maybe around $20, something like that. So I grabbed him, and then I looked over. I'm like, got any more? And he was like, he pulled out a bag, and in the bag he had. Here you go. This one is it Kevin? I think it's. I don't know which one it is. I think he might be Kevin. So anyway, larger. He's not as big as this guy, but he's pretty big. He's like a 10-inch. This guy's big. He's like 14 inches tall. Uh, and then I got this guy, so he's cool. He does have his tag. This was from, yeah, the Despicable Me 1 movie. So there's multiple. So this was from the first movie. And then he busts out in the rest of the bag were all these. And so he literally had, um, so I'm not going to show them all, but he literally had, and they all have their tags. These are all little 5-inch plush. And he had 2 sets of these. So I got 2 full sets of these little guys, which are about 5 inches tall, and they're all tagged, new with tags. So another 6 minis, another 6 minis on top of that. So all just so, and again, this stuff's probably all going to go on eBay. So for all of it, Alf, this guy, and all the minions, I paid $20. So, so all the minions, the dragon, and Alf, I paid $20. So, very happy with that. I'm pretty sure I can break that down. I'm probably gonna sell a set of 3 of the mini minions, which is still a deal. These ones sell on the Bay for around $10 a piece. I'm gonna do 3 for 25 with free shipping. So on the minions, these are awesome little stocking stuffer, like great for the holidays. I'm gonna get those up today. I actually already took pictures for these 2 bigger ones. So probably $24.99 with free shipping, and I'll do 2 sets. I'll do 2 sets of the minions. If somebody wants a set of those little minions, I mean, that's still a deal. And I do free shipping. So most of my stuff on eBay, guys, I do free shipping. I make deals. I mean, it's no different from YouTube. So I'll put that stuff out there. And again, if anybody's interested in the minions, certainly I can make you a deal if that's something. They're very, very popular. They're also awesome for the holidays. They're your little helpers, right? You can kind of put them by the tree. You can just have one like holding an ornament. Like they're like little elves, right? I kind of see them like that. They're little helpers. So there was that. Let me just look around and just make sure. I have to look around. That's kind of it for the toys. I did pick up those toys yesterday. That was at the con. The Comic Con was very interesting. I was sharing some of this with Collecting Chaos, who, Chaos has done a lot of Comic Cons himself and whatnot. As have I used to sell at Comic Cons a long time ago, but man, it's so crazy, guys. Like, this will be one of my rants. Like, if you go out and pick or you go and buy, like, the people that are just on their cell phone, like, they're all, what if you came up to me, here we go. What if you came up to me and here's my stuff. This is my stand, right? Imagine we're at the Comic Con. This is my stuff. It's all for sale. And I'm just like this. Everything's priced. What one did you want? Oh, yeah, yeah, 20. Like, how do you deal with that? That's my one of my rants. You know what I mean? Like, people just tune the F out. Like, I don't understand that. And that's one of those things where I don't know. The in this is this is an in-person comic convention. Like, what do you guys think of that? Do you go if you go out and pick when you go out and buy? I don't know. Like, again, that's where, like, as a reseller, it's that fun connection, and the most fun that I had yesterday was the people who were not connected. One with their social media. Um, long day. I get that. What? Yeah, but it was still kind of in the beginning. It was kind of in the middle of the show. I guess maybe, like, and again, I don't think they're comping. I think they're just maybe checking eBay. I don't know. Uh, they're undercover. Yeah, I don't know. Some of that stuff they should have been camping on. Yeah, right. That's a really well said. Camping on their phone, like, that's the type of thing where I'm just like, I don't know. Um, do you have to pay? Yeah, there's the right. Do you have to pay something? Right. Like, and that's the type of thing. I've said it. I think I said it to Chaos. I'm like, hey, I got money over here. No, you don't. Like, you don't. And I've even said it under my breath. I guess you're not going to get off your phone then, and then they obviously have to hear, but it meant maybe they don't care, and that's okay if you're, but then I'm like, why are you there? You spent money for this spot, and set up this nice, and it's to me, but again, I every show's different, right? Life is to be lived. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go, man. Went to a postcard show, talked to a lot of folks, went poker. Hell yeah, man. That's why I love trivia night. You know what I mean? Like, it's that detached. Hey, hang out with my buds, have a beer, have some trivia. Unplug my brain. Although I do like trivia. Um, comping solds. All right, comping solds. I get you. I get you. That's another one. See, I'll say, and again, one more rant, and then I'll get into some comics. That's another one. Going to a flea market. Hey, man. Uh, you're like, hey, man. Like, how much is this? Oh, 1 second. And I'm kind of like, I'm usually walking away by the time that they're, especially if they have a whole display of these, like, you don't know how much it is, like, what, and that's where I don't know, that I kind of, I have cash, man. This ain't no PayPal. Although I noticed that yesterday too at the Comic Con, a lot of people didn't have cash. And then we're like, oh no, they had this, like, stack of comics, and the person's like, I don't, we do cash, and they're like, oh no. I guess they wanted the vendors. I guess they wanted the vendors to accept digital means of payment and left it up to each seller. But I think some of the people, also, it was out in a community college campus with no ATM, which was a little bit tough. But I think that's interesting. That, and for me, that was the thing. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to Comic Con, man. Let's hit that ATM. I was ready. I just view it, honestly. I told my friend, I view it like going to the casino. I'm willing to blow this cash because I buy all kinds of stuff. I mean, you never know. He was like, and at the end, he's like, you could have probably stayed. I'm like, hell yeah, I would have stayed another couple hours and blown another whatever X amount of money. But it's not blowed. It's just it's part of the process. Nah, what's going on, Glamas? Good to see you. Hello. Happy Sunday to you. Oh, it's all good. We're about 45 minutes in. Was just I showed some shirts, went over some toys. I'll go over some comics next. Um, I did. If you guys are interested in seeing like eBay solds or anything, I've been spending a lot of time in my eBay store. If you kind of want to see what stuff's been popping off for me, I'd be happy to share that. That isn't everybody's cup of tea. If you kind of just like this, we can do that for sure. Yeah, Sunday dinner. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, so let me show you some of the comics. I did get a whole bunch of raw books that I have to go through, but I did pick up my buddy. There were people doing signings at the convention. It was really nicely set up. All the artists were set down one alley corridor that led into the main room where they had the comics, and there were some really decent artists there. So my buddy was going around trying to find the comic books for the artists so that then they could sign it for him, which was fun. So he was bouncing around doing that. I was doing my own thing, but I picked these up, and this is just some randomness. And this was in one of the cheaper boxes, and the one guy was, willing to do some deals with me, and I picked these up. So here's just like a little short stack of some books that I grabbed, and I'll go over these just very quickly. So this was another one. I have several copies of this, but this one was picked up. Uh, Angela #1. This is a cover by Greg Capullo. Kind of based in the Spawn Image universe, although she has transitioned into Marvel Comics. So this is Angela #1. Awesome cover. Pretty collectible character at the moment, I would say. So I grabbed that Angela #1. This was this Bronze Age Marvel premiere. Uh, I haven't looked this one up. So it's Marvel premiere number 12. It's a Bronze Age 20-cent book. And I grabbed it basically because of the condition. It was in really, really nice condition. I wouldn't say mint, has a little bit of wear on it, but certainly not a low grade book. So there was that one. This one I hadn't seen before, so I picked it up. This is Amazing Spider-Man #80. And this is a Stormbreakers variant by RB Silva. So fantastic art. I love it. Happy Sunday. There you go. Beautiful image of MJ and Spidey right there. Stormbreakers variant by RB Silva. And you can see Silva's right there. RB Silva did that one. Grab this one just because this is total cover buy. This one, love me some Harley Quinn. I love her outfit. Love the flames behind her. This is Suicide Squad #11. This is by Jeremy Roberts. So Jeremy Roberts did the cover on this one. I just like, who knows what kind of destruction she caused behind her. Um, Yeah. Oh, Valentine's Day on the last one for sure. Yes, definite Valentine's Day book for sure. This one could be Valentine's Day. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there you go. Awesome stuff. So love me so I love Harley Quinn. I mean, and this is a variant cover. Hadn't seen that one before, so I picked it up. I've actually sold this book a couple times before. This is Thor 335 with Jane Foster on the cover. This was really big when the Love and Thunder movie was about to come out. But still a pretty big book. Return of Jane Foster on the cover. This one was just I got it the cover alone, but then the artists involved. Um, so this is Wonder Woman Annual #1, and it's the Amazons cover. And this one is cover art by the late great George Perez right there. But you can also see, and I want to make sure it'll focus if I can get it. There you go. So you have art by George Perez, Arthur Adams, Ross Andrew, Boland. Got some really Kurt Swan. So some really great artists that did Wonder Woman. But the cover is just fantastic. I didn't have this one, so I picked it up. I love that it says Amazon's behind her. Great, great stuff. So those were some of the bagged and boarded books. Yeah, man, Rich, drop me an email if you ever come into something and you need some help, some guidance. Let me know. I have a full license for this StreamYard. Not a problem. I've done private StreamYards with people pretty semi regularly, resellers that pick up comics and need some guidance. It's not a problem. So let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. Right. So what's going on, my pal Sal? Good to see you. And my man, Patrick Murphy. What's happening, Patrick? Good to see you, man. Hello, hello. Hope you're having an awesome, awesome weekend. All right. So let me put that aside. I have a couple more I wanted to show, which are just really fun. And why I get them and so forth. So there was a lot of expensive books, and then there were a lot of people selling just raw comics at a cut rate price. And you have to take the time and go through and find some stuff. But for what I grabbed, I was so happy with what I got. Here's just a couple highlights, and I'll show you why I got them. So here's one example. It's not in great condition, but it's just a friggin' amazing Wendy with the campfire bluebirds. And it's just Wendy from Casper, right? And just even the fire is smiling at her. It's just it's just an awesome, awesome cover book. It is intact. I mean, it's worn, but it is fully intact. It could probably have a little TLC. I think somebody with a double K is going to grab this. But I just wanted to highlight it. This is the type of stuff I really like. And you find this, if you find this for cheap, sometimes these can be worth some decent money. But I just love for a cover buy. Thought that was awesome. This one is in the same vein. I literally bought this because I'm going to put this on Instagram or use it as a happy holidays. I just think it's so great. So again, Archie goodness. So this is Katie Keene, and I love it. I just think it's so fun. Lucas artwork on the cover. The snowman is just like, hey, Katie Keene in her little whatever, hold it, Katie. So happy, warm Christmas, happy New Year. I just think it's so wrong, it's right. And this is the kind of stuff that I really yep, she looks cold. I know. They didn't even let her wear the damn boots. She's got her little tiny little Barbie shoes on. Hilarious stuff. About to throw some snowball. It's awesome. I love campy stuff like this. So Katie Keene. So those were just two. But here's another one. Like this one I found that I was a little surprised to found that could make a snowman melt. So this was in like, shall we say, the bargain box. Dr. Fate, Immortal Dr. Fate #1. I didn't see the Black Adam movie, but I heard Dr. Fate is in it. This is not the first appearance of Dr. Fate, but this is, I think, the first issue of the second series by Walt Simonson. Great art. So again, for a bargain price, happy to get that. So this one, again, probably not a high grade, but again, a lot of these that weren't like this, where I'm clearly going to use it for something. These are more in the near mint as best as I could find. Ooh, you saw it? You liked the movie? You liked it? That's cool. I've heard good things. Hawkman looked friggin' awesome in that. I liked his I think they made him look really great. So I'll definitely be psyched to watch that. I'll just show a couple more guys. Here we go. I'll show you a couple off the top of the stack here, just to give you some idea, some why, what did I pick up and why. So here's another one. This is just, these are in no, this is Blaze #2, and I picked it up just because of the cover, because he's taken on the Man Thing. I love Man Thing's really cool. People do like him. He was in the Werewolf by Night movie. Oop, no spoilers. He basically was the reason to watch, in my opinion, the Werewolf by Night one shot they did on Disney. If you haven't caught that, it's worth a watch. There were some things I really liked about it, and there were some things I really did not like about it. But they made him fantastically on the screen. So if you like it, I like it. If you like it, that was a habit reply there. All right, so I'll show you a couple more. Spider-Man. I picked up a bunch of Spider-Man. This is just Spider-Man #41. This is a cover by Jay Lee, Iron Fist. But Jay Lee has this really cool style. Another one of my favorite artists. Just kind of always has this kind of sinister way. Look at the face of Iron Fist. Kind of crazy proportions, and just the way that he draws. It's a little bit kind of fantastical. I like it. So Spider-Man, Jay Lee goodness. Chaos knows I love one of my favorite. There's two DC villains I really like. One is Solomon Grundy. The other one is Bizarro. I do really like Bizarro, so I picked this up. These were in the box. So I got a Bizarro #1, and I got the #2 on that. I might actually read these. What a concept! So, like me some Bizarro. For people that don't know who Bizarro is, he's from the Bizarro planet, which is like the opposite planet. So he's just like, he still has the same powers as Superman. He's just like opposite planet. So again, kind of looks, he's not good looking like Superman, zombified, backwards S on his chest, and so forth. But quite a foe, Bizarro. But Superman can almost always get him to comply, because I don't believe he has the same wit or intelligence. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. That's right. Resurrected. Ultimate Spider-Man 32. Again, cover by. Just awesome cover. As a Mark Bagley cover on that one. So just some fun stuff, guys. I literally picked up 125 books. I mean, something like that. And I do got to kind of go through them, comp, bag and board, decide what's going to be kind of put on the bay, what kind of stuff I'm going to sell this week. But I have some really good new goodies to present this week for the upcoming shows. Another shameless plug. I'll go back up in here. I saw Glamas was in there last night. Sweet Baby Ray. That's going to be coming up in 2 days, right there in 2 days. That's on Tuesday at 8:30, guys. We'll be over on Better Ray. Been having some fun over there with that crew of sellers. And like I said, it's a lot of fun to just show up, bring some cool stuff, not host, wait my turn. Why not? But we're right at the 1 hour mark, folks. I'm going to wrap this up and bid you goodbye. Had some fun. Haven't done this in a while. Glad to kind of be back in it. If you catch this on the replay, you can certainly hit me up, horizonpickspa. I'm always around, guys, if you're interested in any items I've shown, I do like to help out resellers with questions and selling type stuff. If you're ever stuck on something, if you're interested in knowing what a price might be or appraisal on any type of item, market value, usually pretty good at that for what I do know, what I do sell. So if you're interested, hit me up. Would love to hear from you. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. I am climbing up the 900s. Would love to get to the 1K mark and exhale a little bit and then just bring you more awesome, excellent merch. That is the type of stuff that I want to do. So have a great day. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Be excellent. Stay excellent. It's the holidays, folks. We're in December. Happy holidays. Be excellent to one another. I appreciate you coming. I hope to see you again. Have a great day. All right. Bye, guys.